Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our amazing session of the day. And you know what? We are going to discuss a great topic, power of fasting, what to do and what to avoid. So, I'm Farzana Pasha Jahangeer. I'm a neuro mindset coach and a cloud engineer, both by profession and passion. So, how many of you believe that fasting is a great tool that is going to lead your life to success? So, let me know in the chat box. And before diving in, let me quickly share what we are focusing for the day. So we will be focusing on five golden rules, the ways to approach fasting, and also the second thing that we are going to discuss is about like five points how to during fasting, what all 5 points we have to be careful of. We will be discussing this one, and the most important one, there is a bonus tip at the end of this talk. All right, so stay tuned till the end and let's quickly dive in. So we all know, as Muslims, we do fast, and we do fast from suhoor to iftar. Like, it's not suhoor to iftar, from dawn till dusk. Okay, some from early morning till evening. So the prayers start from subhi to maghrib, right? So this period, like normally it will be around 12 to 18 hours of fasting, which is like our creator has said, it's not like about fasting is not about days and days or months and months, but we have to limit our fasting from 12 to 18 hours normally. Basically, it depends upon the days that we come across, right? And also, during fasting there is a great technique called autophagy that happens. So our cells goes into starvation mode when we are fasting, right? So when we are fasting, our cells goes into starvation mode, and there is a term called autophagy. So this and you know what, neuroplasticity, as a neuro mindset coach, I would love to introduce this one. So this is basically an easier technical term. You would understand it so better. So like neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire or change itself. Okay. So one of the tools is one of the techniques that you can adopt for neuroplasticity is fasting, or the intermittent fastings that no intermittent fastings as well. You might have seen people doing intermittent fastings. They do fast from morning till evening. And the difference between intermittent fasting and the religious fasting that we follow is like we cut down completely food and water, and we are just limited with air. Here, the intermittent fasting, people go for like taking light meals during the day, and they ensure more water, right? So this is like the basic things. So whatever, if it is intermittent fasting or even if it is like religious fastings, we do have an intention that we are going to cleanse our body, right? We are going to heal ourselves. So basically this is a great tool. The religious fastings, I'm going to talk about religious fastings this time. So our creator has blessed us with a great tool of this fasting, which comes during the month of Ramadan. And these 30 days are miraculously a great thing if you can. Okay, so whoever is fasting for 30 days or 24 days or 21 days, for females it may be like 21 to 24 days, right? So whoever fasting is this period of time, they are put into an intensive creativity. Like our creator has our creator is putting us into an intensive activity of training us, right? So if we are able to successfully doing these 30 days, we will be like we will be having miraculous results throughout the year for 335 days, like 30 days fasting and 335 days of without fasting. And we will be successful and different aspects if you are able to like practice for these 30 days successfully. We will be like marvelously achieving results for the rest of the day. So our creator knows this one. He has intentionally put us into fasting mode. And you know what, during the fasting mode, normally it's for like 12 to 18 hours, right? In religious fastings, that too without food and water. So when we are fasting for these intervals, like longer intervals, It's not about like longer and longer intervals. It's just about like 12 to 18 hours depending on the timings, right? So when we are fasting during this interval, our cells are going, let us talk about like little bit of science, neuroscience, and we'll be talking about psychological aspect. Basically, neuro plasticity do include neuroscience, psychology, and technology as well. So when we are put into a fasting mode, our cells are literally going to starvation. Okay, so there is a great cleansing happening over there, which the sign is caused by name autophagy, where the cells clean themselves. Okay, so what happens is like if any kind of damaged cells are there in the body, it gets out of our body, toxins get eliminated. All right, so that is simply called autophagy. And you know what, if we are like putting ourselves, we do fast from dawn to dusk, from suhoor to iftar. Like we do have our suhoor and we do break our fast with iftar. So during the first meal of the day, like let us go with the five golden rules first. The first golden rule is like if you are a first time faster, just ensure that you start with small baby steps. Okay, so it's not about like you have to fast for the whole 12 to 18 hours which are supposed to be, but you can start with a small baby step. Like you can start from like 5 to 6 hours on the first day, and then slowly gradually you can increase the interval of fasting. Okay, so that's about baby steps. And the second and most important thing is about hydration. All right, so when we fast, no, we take the most of the time we are fasting, right? And there is like a time from the iftar till the next sunrise. So there is a from we can say iftar as dinner time, dinner to breakfast, like there is a gap, right? So we have to ensure we are taking adequate amount of water, enough amount of water. The only rule is hydrate. And the third thing is like about having high quality foods. So when I talk about high quality foods, it's about like ensuring high protein, and also for balancing the protein we should have high fiber as well. So high fiber, high protein food. So ensure this one as well, high quality foods. Like for protein you can go for like cheese, egg, meat, any kind of milk products. Then for fiber, you can go for like fruits, veggies, and for if it is coming to carbs, like as fiber, we can go for brown rice instead of white rice. These things we can ensure of. Now, the fourth thing about fasting, and this is like one of my great one as a mindset coach, which is called mindfulness. We do get hungry during the fasting time, right? Fasting period, we do get hungry, and might have come across our children like requesting for food or water during this time. They will come often and, mama, can I grab some water, can I grab some food? Our kids do have these naughty things, right? They feel tired and they do ask for. So what we can do as part of mindfulness is like we can encourage them by saying like, it's okay, we are going to eat again, right? During the iftar, it's not about like we are restricting ourselves from eating. We are going to break our fast, we are going to eat again. And just tell your mind or tell your whole cells that we are going to eat again, we are excited eating again, right? And that said, when we are talking about excited eating again, it's not about like we are going to have like any kind of feasting, like fasting. Instead of fasting, we are not going for feasting, like we are not going to overly eat the things, right? So the basic intention of fasting is purification. So when we have a mindset that wow, during the iftar or when we are breaking the fast, if you are going for high quantity of foods instead of high quality of foods, we will be in trouble, definitely, for sure. And the fifth, and we talked about mindfulness, and now we come about like if for any reason I don't go with this one fifth rule for any, but then we have to talk about this one as well. If you are not confident about fasting, you surely have to consult physician if you are looking forward for fasting. So I would suggest you should have a try before like having kind of any what we can say, any kind of fighting mode with a confused state. Okay, so if it's better to be confident than getting confused, right? So we have to tell our body that it's okay, we are going to fast, we are going to break our fast, it's a kind of purification, we are going to break it, and we are going to eat again. So these are the five golden rules. We started with baby steps. The second is hydration. The third, high quality foods. The fourth one, mindfulness. And fifth one, consulting physician if required. So normally I don't go for the fifth one as a mindset coach because I'm literally powered up. It's telling my body, telling myself that you are completely okay. And let us see how we can approach fasting, right? So there are five things that we can be mindful of fasting. And before that, let me tell you a great secret here. You might have seen machines working, right? Even in our homes, machines in industries, you might have seen working for longer hours. You might have seen machines, smaller machines at our homes as well, right? So if you are putting these machines for longer period of time, working mode, what happens? Definitely it gets heated up, right? So instead of putting into trouble, what we do is like we just give some time for maintenance period, right? So if the machines are working for 5 to 10 hours, we give some time for maintenance. There are people like maintenance. There will be a maintenance team in the in industries, right, where they clean the machines, where they do great care. So similarly, our creator has blessed us with an amazing tool called fasting, right? And you know what? In neuroscience or in neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to rewire itself. So I would love talking about neuroscience. It's a great research area. And you know what? Neuroplasticity, it combines of neuroscience, psychology, and technology. All right. So when we are talking about neuroscience, one of the techniques that how you can revive your brain without any expense is the tool is fasting. Okay, so that's what our creator, our beloved creator, has gifted us. So he knows what we have, how we have to be in this earth, how we are supposed to live in this. All the guidelines have been given. So we are blessed with such an amazing tool. Are we using it in the right way? So for using in the right way, let us see the five key things here. Okay, so the first and foremost, let us start with suhoor. We can start with iftar as well, but then let us start with suhoor. Okay, so for example, like if we are starting our fasting, the sunrise is at 5:30 or 6:30. Let us go for 6:30. If it is 6:30, we can restrict our eating. Like we can go for suhoor by 5:30, 1 hour before. Just make sure our suhoor is as close as our sunrise, because so that there is a concept called circadian rhythm. And when we talk about circadian rhythm, so it's about like sunrise to sunset. So we are limited with our food and water from sunrise to sunset. After this time, we restrict ourselves or we stay away from our food and water, right? So when we talk about circadian rhythm, yeah, to properly function, we can go for 1 hour before of so 1 hour before of like sunrise. We can stay away from food, and we can definitely go for with water hydration, and you can stay away from or you can complete your meal, suhoor meal, like if it is 6:30 sunrise, then you can complete your suhoor meal by 5:30, and you can give some resting time, 1 hour. In this gap, you can ensure having enough amount of water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That is the golden rule here. And the second thing is like having fruits. Okay, so when you break your fast, or when you are in the suhoor, let's start with suhoor itself. So when you are in the suhoor, ensure you have at least one fruit. Okay, so the fibers are really important, right? So we talked about having the suhoor as close as possible to sunrise. So like 1 hour before, if it is sunrise at 6:30, 1 hour before. So, having fruits, okay. So, when I am talking about hydration a lot, right? So, when coming to hydration, the thing about hydration is like you can, apart from filling ourselves with water, you can have high water content foods like the fruits like pineapple, mangoes, oranges, or any kind, okay. So, and ensure you have this one fruit during your suhoor time. And now, well, during suhoor time, fruit is done. And now coming to protein and fiber. Protein you can have from eggs, cheese, milk products, meat, chicken, anything. All right, the protein-rich foods. And with protein, you have to balance it with fiber, definitely. So that's our mantra. I would say that's our golden rule have while plating our food, right? Protein and fiber. So for fiber, you can have like high green leafy vegetables, and you can drizzle some vitamin C with lemons squeezed or any kind. Okay, so this is about like suhoor. You are done with suhoor, and if you are doing this, no, if you are balancing your plate with protein, fiber, and a fruit, definitely you can stay for longer interval of fasting. So, and now coming to third one, we are done with the suhoor. We talked about the timing, how when to eat suhoor, and then we came to how, what to eat during the suhoor. Now coming to iftar. So coming to iftar, let's go about like 6:30. If it is 6:30 in the evening, now 6:30 in the evening. Nowadays it's 5:20, right? 5:18, 5:15. Now it's 5:15, and slowly it will increase to 5:20 p.m. in the evening in Canada. I'm talking about Canada. And in coming weeks it will go like 1 hour shifted, like from 5:15 to 6:30 or so. So whatever be the case, just ensure that you are having your iftar similarly to suhoor as close as possible. Okay, after having prayers, you can have your iftar meal. And the most important thing to be mindful of doing iftar is like we have to restrict of eating for long for multiple times. Like we have to concentrate on a plate, like protein, fiber, whatever we talk during suhoor. Like you can have dates while breaking the iftar, and then go with enough amount of water again and again. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So there is a bonus tip that I'm sharing at the end of this video. Okay, at the end of this talk. So whoever is listening, whoever is staying till the end will be receiving this bonus point. Okay, so and one of the key things about ensuring iftar is like no desserts, like no lots of desserts or sweets. So now coming to that's this about third part, breaking the fasting, that is iftar. And now coming to fourth one, that is I talked this in a golden rule as well. Again, I am emphasizing it. It is hydration. So we have to hydrate our body. We have to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. However you can, you have to hydrate your body. It's not about taking caffeine or tea. Okay, it's just about plain water or any infused waters. You can go ahead. Now, the fifth and the most important one of my friends has who is into fitness also has encouraged this one, which is called exercise. So you might be asking, or you might be wondering, what is the right time to exercise, right? It can be like after Taraweeh or the early morning. You can do this one. So basically focus on these things, the five golden rules and the five techniques how to approach for fasting. We have discussed this one. And saying that one, our creator has given us this miraculous tool to for the mankind, right? So we have to use it in the right way. We have to stay away from the oily foods or fried foods. So once in a while is okay if you are craving for, but then if we are making it as a daily practice, if you are getting addicted to it, definitely we have to be mindful of staying away from it. And that said, We talked about autophagy, cleaning our body, and there is one more thing called if our cells during the fasting time, no, our cells are put into starvation mode, right? So when we are into starvation mode, the production of insulin is zero, I would say. It's not less, I would say it's zero. So when the production of insulin is zero, the human growth hormones, okay, so whatever growth hormones are required, it will start multiplying. So the damaged cells get rid of our body, gets completely eliminated of our body. It will not be, definitely it will not be a one day show, right? It will be like a slow gradual process. It will take days and days. So that's why our creator has put us in 30 days of fasting for females, like 21 to 24 days, and we can do fasting after, once we are get done with our menstrual cycle, we can do fasting, right? So these are the golden rules, these are the techniques. And autophagy condition, remember autophagy, what we talked about, it's about the cell cleaning themselves, okay? So we get purified. So that's why our creator has said that the Ramadan, the month of holy Ramadan, is a month of purifying ourselves, cleaning ourselves. And when we are put into starvation mode, or when we are doing Ramadan, we also heal, like emotionally, spiritually, and these will also reflect in our relationships, in our family, with our relatives, family members, everyone, right? So this is a miraculous tool. And when we talk about like spiritually, psychologically, when we talk about, it's a miraculous tool. And this is an advanced research area in science or technology as well. And coming to neuroscience aspect, definitely it works like neuroplasticity. One of the techniques in neuroplasticity is fasting. So definitely go for this one. And I believe you have enjoyed this talk. And also, let me ask you, what are the five things that you are really looking forward to achieve from the month of Ramadan? You can just write in a book and keep it with you, or you can type in the comment box as well. And see you soon. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great time. Have a great day. Bye bye for now. I will be back with amazing, interesting talks soon, as soon as possible, inshallah.